Welcome back to part 2 of our 2-part interview series with Thach Nguyen.
So which lead to, what does PHUKHAU means, right? So everybody always sit down and write goals.
Right.
I am actually writing right now my 10-year goals.
You are right now?
Right now.
Okay.
I am in the middle of writing it, and it's for 2027.
Wow, okay.
Where I want to be at, who I want to be, where I want to be, what do I want to experience, how I want life to experience like in 2027.
Beautiful.
Okay? And I was telling all my students, just matter of fact, the last 2 days, when you sit down, you write goals. Especially if you do it, because I'm having all my students write down their 5-year goal right now.
Okay.
Because they have a hard time even thinking 10 years.
Sure.
I said to them, I want you to write down, if life is perfect, where do you see yourself? Who you seeing yourself as in your physical life,
right,
in your career, in your family life, in your physical life, in your spiritual life, in your mental life? I want you to really write it down, but I want you to really come from a place at 5 years from now and look and walk backwards.
Yes.
I don't want you to write it from standing here looking forward, because if you do, you're just gonna think more of where it is forward.
Sure.
So when I tell people, when you write down goals, I want you to really think big.
Yes.
And the problem, people can't write goal that is big, is because unconsciously in the back of your mind, you have this voice that says, well, if you've been doing, 40 deals a year, right, and 5 years now, you're gonna write down, you're gonna do 100 deals a year.
Yeah.
Your brain's gonna say, how are you gonna do that, buddy?
Sure.
How are you gonna do that? Who's gonna help you? How are you gonna have the money? How is that gonna work? And how is that gonna work? And how?
Obstacle.
All the how get in the way.
Yep.
And I told my friend Tom Ferry a long time ago, our job is to figure out what we want.
Sure.
And don't worry about how it's gonna happen, because right now we're in the stage called declaring.
Yes.
When you write in your goal, all you do is declaring.
Yes.
We're not working on how it's gonna happen yet. I just want you to declare what you want.
That's
just speak it into existence.
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want? Write it.
Right.
And the voice start creeping in for everybody. How are you gonna do that? How do you do that? And I used to tell Tom Ferry, forget the how.
Yeah.
And Tom thought I said, fuck how.
That's how that came about.
Right?
Okay.
And so I said to myself, everybody out there get caught up in how it's gonna happen.
They do, yeah.
And I always tell people, if you look at your goal from where you at today and where you at 5 years ago,
sure,
there's not a linear way you got here.
Yeah, no, there's not.
Matter of fact, your business plan don't even match up to what you wrote.
No, it doesn't.
It never match up.
Yeah.
It just give you a destination, like, I'm gonna go over here, and you're like an airplane. You just, you know what I mean? And then you finally get there.
Yeah, you're right.
So you can write down your business plan,
all you
but
want.
this is what I tell people. That's one possible way to achieve it.
Sure.
And there's so many other ways that your mind doesn't even know you, because it ain't exposed yet.
Yeah, and in fact, that business plan, although you spent a week creating it,
yeah,
probably is not the most efficient
way
of doing that thing.
Let me tell you why, because you already know what you know.
Right, that's it.
Yeah. And so I tell people, go ahead and write your business plan.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you,
be open to how it's actually accomplished.
That's why I always say to people, write it and then say, or something better.
Or something better, I like that.
So today when I tell people, when you write your goal, I want you to write it, because your job is to figure out what you want. It's the universe's job to show you all the different hows.
And that's faith. I think that component is where I think probably in our culture here in America, you weren't raised that way. You weren't taught that in college.
That's right.
It's so mystical. But I think that way.
That's right.
I think in many ways you kind of still have to be a child a little bit in your spirit.
That's right.
to know that, I see the universe as like dad.
Yeah.
Dad has the money. And if you want candy, dad can buy it for you.
The universe to me is just no different than if you went to McDonald's and they say, may I help you? You say, yeah, I like to get a Big Mac, large fry, milkshake, ice, you know what I mean?
Right.
And they go, great, they serve it up to you.
Right.
The universe is the person behind the counter. Your job is to figure out what you want to place your order.
The unmanifest.
That's it.
It's your job to decide and get very intentional.
That's right.
And then start to behave in that way.
And here's the thing. Anything that's outside the norm is dreaming big.
Yes.
So you don't know the answers to that.
Yeah.
So your job is to figure out what you want. And so PHUK in Vietnamese mean luck.
Luck, okay.
But it sounds like fuck. HAU is just a name.
Yeah.
So I just made up. It doesn't even exist. This doesn't even exist name, but it's a funny name that I remind even myself and all my students.
Mind. Yeah.
So I have wristbands, you know what I mean? I have shirts.
Yeah.
So when all my friends wear it, every time they dream it outside the norm and they hear that voice, well, how are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
Then they say to themselves, fuck how, right now I'm just declaring what I want.
Sure.
And I know the universe is gonna show me all the possible how it's gonna happen.
Right.
And every time you see the how, you write it down. Oh, there's another way to how to get there.
You know, I think there's a lot to that. I mean, it sounds great. We're
Yeah.
talking about, we're super energetic, we're excited. But I think if you listen to anybody who's achieved big success,
Yes.
there's no way that they got there just on that.
No, not A, B, C, D, F, G. It's not a straight line.
No, it's not a straight line. And nobody is that intelligent or that gifted.
That's right.
But if you declare, I think first and foremost, it starts with faith in yourself. I want this, therefore I deserve it.
That's right.
And you put in the work, you do the things that need to be done. The next thing you know, the right people, the right circumstances are there.
It always worked that way. It's everyone in our life, everyone in this room right now, it all worked that way. They never got exactly what they said it, but they got some form of it and it showed up a whole different way than they thought it was.
Absolutely.
And one thing they have to do is when it does show up, it doesn't look like it, you have to acknowledge it.
You have to acknowledge
You
it.
have to.
Be open-minded
Yeah.
to the result.
That's right.
Awesome, thank you. How important is mindset along the journey towards success? How important is mindset?
There is a process. It's called the creation process.
Okay.
The creation process says you have to be in order before you can do. You got to do before you can have. Everyone go out there and do what the hell it takes. I call it the grind.
Sure.
So they can have what they think that will give them their being. So for example, I know people that go, I'm gonna go out there and bust my butt off. I'm gonna work all day, all night. I'm doing, so I can have some money. Because they think that if I have the money, they will be happy.
Sure.
They'll be fulfilled. They'll be secure.
Right.
I'm telling people this backwards.
Okay.
The moment you got the money, you're gonna go, I feel happy for a second, but you know what? Someone else got 2 million.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go do.
Right.
What I'm helping people today seeing is that learn to be satisfied and appreciative and happy with what you got now. Because if you are, then you are in a place of whole and complete.
Yeah.
You see, you appreciate. I guarantee you, if me and you sitting there talking, and the amount of money we make might not be compared to the guy who making more than us, but we just reflect on the guy who lost his house in Houston.
Yeah.
We'd be like, man, I'm whole and complete right now, man. I mean, the guy in front of me making a lot of money, but you know what? I appreciate where I'm at. I'm whole in perspective. From there, if you are being happy, being appreciative, being joyful, being grateful, if you be whole right now, and you went and did the activity, you will have the have faster because you're not putting any resistance on it. And when you do have it, it doesn't change your being.
See, that's, once again, that sounds great.
Yes.
But that's very hard to do.
Yes. It takes practice.
I'm learning to do that now.
Yes.
More so than I think ever in my life. Once again, those are great words that I think anybody can say well and rehearse, but ultimately to put yourself in a place where you're truly satisfied, not just content, but satisfied and happy with what you have.
Right.
And then going back to, and then being eager for more.
That's right. And satisfied doesn't mean complacent.
Sure.
Satisfied doesn't mean content.
Right.
Satisfied saying, man,
I'm thankful for what I just had.
That's right. I got 100,000 in the bank, and I know I ain't got no mean, but you know what? But compared to where I came from,
Yes.
compared to Houston people,
Yes.
I am satisfied. I am not tripping. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna stop making myself wrong.
And that is true wealth.
That's true wealth.
Ultimately, when we leave this earth, it doesn't matter if you got a car full of, or a garage full of Ferraris or what you have.
Billions of dollars in the bank.
Right.
When you leave, you're leaving with a whole set of email in your computer, and you're leaving just like the guy who got no money.
Exactly. And so how do you want to feel going up to that? That's what I'm searching for.
And this is what I'm saying when I talked at Isaac's event.
Yeah.
We all got this journey going to where we want to go.
Sure.
There's two ways to get to Vancouver.
Yeah.
You can be happy, joyful, and appreciative, enjoying your ride there, enjoying the scenery, pit stopping, looking at some sightseeing, looking at some waterfall, and really enjoying your moment with your family, with your wife, kids, and enjoying the ride and appreciating it to Vancouver.
Absolutely.
Or you can be in the car arriving there, arguing with your kids, arguing with your wife, being mad, being frustrated, being unsatisfied, being disappointed. And I guarantee you, it's gonna feel much longer to get to Vancouver.
Way longer.
The only thing different is you come from a perspective of appreciation.
Appreciation, being happy, being calm.
That's it.
And taking things as they come. You know, I just went on my first vacation. I've been on a few trips, but I just got back from my first vacation where I was mentally on vacation.
Yes.
Where I wasn't anticipating
That's
my
it.
next move. I wasn't anticipating
That's
my next
it.
sale. Just really, so we were walking around Vegas, having a great time, and usually I would be not there.
That's right.
I would be somewhere else.
And that's where most people is at.
Right.
Yeah. And this is what I mean.
Yeah.
If you can just be here,
Just,
which is the moment.
Right.
If you can be here every day.
Every day.
Because you and I both got goals.
Sure.
We got to achieve.
Yeah.
We got benchmark we got to make.
Yep.
The only difference is, are you in the moment, appreciating going to the next benchmark?
Yes.
Or you mad, frustrated, disappointed, discouraged, not great, not appreciative, not grateful to the benchmark. And I tell you, when you get there, even when you get there, you're still gonna be disappointed, but it took longer and it feels like a grind.
Yes, you were haggard and fatigued by the time
And
you
you're
get
not
there.
gonna be able to last 5, 10, 20 years down the road.
Doing that. Thach, what is the single most important life lesson that you can share with us?
Oh my goodness.
You got one. You got one to give us. That's it.
The biggest thing, dude.
The biggest thing.
The biggest thing is every day you wake up and you ask yourself, what's one thing you really appreciate in life?
Okay.
Now, there's a difference between appreciation and gratitude.
Sure.
Everybody do gratitude.
Yeah.
Gratitude is looking in the past. I'm grateful that happened. I'm grateful I didn't get hit by a car. I'm grateful I did this many deals. I'm grateful, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You still got your eyes on the rear mirror.
Right.
Law of attraction just keep bringing you more of that. Appreciation is in the now.
I'm looking forward to this, and I'm so excited.
It's in the moment.
Yeah.
Appreciation is in the moment.
Right.
It's a verb. It's like happening now.
And that's a huge
Huge
shift,
different
because
distinction.
The science of that talks a lot about gratitude.
That's right.
And so I like that twist because
Yeah.
it changes the perspective from hindsight to
To
looking forward.
right now.
And right now. And feeling it right
That's
now.
right.
Anticipating something positive coming in the future.
Every day if human being can wake up. That's funny. I heard Gary Vee said this the other day. He says, somebody asked him, what's one thing you can do what's one advice you can give someone if they're in a major breakdown? And he says, gratitude. Right? I'm going to say.
It's powerful stuff.
Right? I'm going to say, you don't need to have a breakdown.
Yeah.
Every day you wake up and you look at one thing you can appreciate.
Yeah.
One thing. Right?
And focus on that.
I focus on that. Right? And if you see that and you really do it deep, it's going to change your whole perspective. Like, I'm going to stop trying to get somewhere. I'll realize I'm already here.
That's it. Love it. That's fantastic stuff. When and where do you find your inspiration?
Oh, man. Contribution.
Contributions, giving back, doing this.
Doing this. This right here, my big vision is to inspire and empower a billion lives.
Billion lives.
To reach for the goals and dreams here. Anything is possible by me just sharing my own story. That's why I keep it real.
That's beautiful.
Good, bad, ugly, I tell it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, contribution is where I get my juice. That's why there's a difference between living for something and living about something. And when I crossed the line on living about it's about me, about making money, about being recognized, being on stage, about having a nice car, nice stuff. Yeah. But when I crossed the line over for something,
right,
then that was game over. Yeah. So that's why I want to tell people, go and live for something bigger than yourself, and you'll always be inspired to get up and do your thing.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
That's fantastic. So you're obviously a very energetic, fired up, enthusiastic personality, ready to go. Do you ever find yourself being in a place of like feeling stuck?
Yes.
Or like you're in a rut? And if you do, what do you do?
That's right. I experience it all the time.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I experienced it this morning.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And for me, every time I'm stuck and I'm frustrated, I have a ritual I do. I really go and take a little bit, like for me this morning, it was about, and fortunately for me, I have the option. But before I had these options, I had similar option. When I feel frustrated and stuck, like this morning, I got into my car. I love cars.
Okay.
So my car is an investment more than the thing. So I get in my car and I drive around the block a few times just to get myself in perspective, like it ain't that serious.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's great.
And before I had my nice car, I had a Honda, new. That's like a Rolls Royce or a Ferrari, right?
Right.
And so that's what I do. And then sometime when I get frustrated, you know what I mean? I just really reflect on my kids.
Okay.
And the reason why, because I know parents who have kids that are handicapped.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
families
That
that-
scares
you see what I mean?
I don't have kids yet.
Right.
That's one thing that scares.
So every time I something like
that.
that break down, I think, it's a combination of appreciation.
Yeah.
It's a combination of putting myself in a place to show me, I always tell people success today, here's how I look at it. I used to measure success from where I am and where I should be at.
Right. I think most
Right?
people do. I do. and
Everybody.
I'm trying to stop doing that.
The true success measurement today
Yeah.
is where you at, how far you came.
And that's huge. That's really
That's huge.
important.
That's the perspective.
That's
if you can do that every day, every time you're in breakdown and you go to where I am, how far I came, you will you shift your mindset instantly every time.
Perfect. Well, you talked about that you're a car guy.
I'm a car guy.
What kind of cars are we talking about here?
Man, when I was coming up, my first car was a used Honda Prelude.
Okay.
And then I had a brand new Honda Acura Legend.
Yep.
Brand new. That was $150, which freaked the hell out of me.
Oh, wow.
And then, of course, from there I graduated. I bought a convertible SL. And then I had many SL after that. I had a whole bunch of Mercedes-Benz. And then when I went into the next level, I bought my Bentley GT. I bought that. And then I had a Porsche 911 convertible.
Nice.
And then after that, then I had Rolls-Royce Phantom. And then I had a Bentley Flying Spur, the new one recently.
Nice.
And I just recently bought the Rolls-Royce Dawn convertible.
That is incredible.
And
Which one, the blue one or?
Nope, it's black with the black cloth top on it.
Okay.
And then I have the Ferrari 458 Spider.
Wow.
And then I just recently picked up the 488 Spider.
That's insane.
So, but I love cars, but what I do for me is I buy a lot of rentals.
Okay.
And I funnel my money through my rental and let my rental pay for my car.
Perfect. Well, that's a great entry to my next question. So which one do I get to borrow on Friday?
the
The Ferrari? Perfect. Yes, all on camera. Okay. What's the best piece of advice that you've ever been given?
Oh, man. Man, you asked a good question, bro. How'd you know I was thinking about these questions? Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money when you're asleep, you're going to work until you die. So when I was coming up,
Wow.
my friend and my mentor, I have many mentors who are really smart people.
Yeah.
I wasn't listening as much back then as I am today, and that's why today I want to be the voice to a lot of people out there listening. He says, rich is when you're selling real estate. You're making a lot of money,
Right.
but you're trading your time for money.
Sure.
Wealth is when you make the money you make and you park it somewhere
Right.
to get passive income. So eventually you have more passive income than your debt every month. Then that's when you consider wealthy. Now you're trading your money for time. Everybody wishes they had more time because time is wealth.
Sure.
Family is wealth.
Yes.
Health is wealth.
Yes.
The problem why people don't spend time working out, spend time with their kids, because they're too busy working.
Yeah.
So someone said to me, go ahead and go make your money in real estate.
Okay.
Do a lot, make a lot of money, park it in real estate, because that's what I was in.
Sure.
And so I bought my first rental property in 1997. And since then, I today have like probably close to 200 properties.
Wow. I didn't expect that number.
Right? And my goal today is to have $1 million a month in passive income. Right? 1,000 doors at $1,000 a month in
you
rent,
go.
and give me $1 million a month.
Easy math.
And today, everything I do is working towards one single moment.
Sure.
Right?
That
Called
moment.
$1 million a month in passive income.
Love it.
So everything I do is creating passive income.
Okay.
And so that was the biggest advice someone gave me is work hard, but also save your money. Because I know people that work hard, but then the next level after working hard is save your money.
Sure.
But the next level above saving is investing your money. So really today, if I tell anyone out there, invest your money so you can get time back early.
Get it back early. So last question. What brings you the most joy?
What brings me the most joy?
Yeah.
Today,
It could be something small. It could be
it
something
is.
big.
I tell you, it's small, and you probably be like, what? What brings me joy today is when my kid says, Dad, let's go outside and play catch.
Yeah. It's always something small.
Of course.
It's always something
But here's the thing. Everybody wants that.
Everyone wants it, yeah.
But you know what? They didn't position themselves to have
To
that.
have it and to appreciate it once that opportunity comes up, because you know what? You got the boss calling you. You got
I'm
this calling
hoping everyone listening to this go out there and work hard and then create opportunities so you have passive income later.
Sure.
So when your kid says, Dad, you know, even for you,
Sure.
you don't have no kids yet, because there's going to be a time where, hey, Dad, let's go out and play catch.
Right.
You can say, no problem. You drop everything, you go play catch, and you ain't even tripping.
Conscious, free,
But there's
yourself.
people out there that can't do that.
Can't do
I
that.
can't. I got to work.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah.
And so to me today is help coaching their soccer, help coaching their baseball,
Yeah.
drive them to every baseball game. I'm at every baseball game, every
Wow.
soccer game.
That's huge.
You know, and you know, going in the backyard playing catch with them, and just hang with them, and traveling. And just came back from Japan for 3 weeks.
Wow.
That's what brings me joy, and that's a combination of contribution to my kids.
Absolutely.
See what I
And
mean?
to their kids.
And to their kids.
To see how to behave as,
That's it.
as a father and,
That's
and
it.
take the time.
So that combination of family, you know what I mean, and contribution all combined, but it come back to contribution, but that's family. That's what I want to teach my kid, and I want to have my kid grow up to also understand
Sure.
rich versus wealth.
Well, I love that. Thank you so much, Thach. I really appreciate it. And thank you for watching. We'll see you again next week.
Peace out, guys.